I'm so enamored of Asia Argento after watching those full, pouty lips that as a critic I'm willing to give her a wide berth in the acting department. I'm not so forgiving, however, of writer-director Olivier Assayas for his weak version of a hitman drama. After he made the more successful Demon Lover, his creative disposition led him once again in 2007 to the use of sex as a tool of business. Scruples be damned. I think it's fair to say that this is an area few of us have seen or experienced outside of fictional media, where we find plenty of thriller visions of greed, sub rosa legalities, and personal control. In any event, it's an interesting space for a good yarn. And with Argento in the central spot, well, he gave himself every chance to pull it off. Pun intended. Trouble is, he went with a script, his own, that's in need of a rewrite or two. To start with no preparation, we're into a scene of tension between Italian sexpot Sandra, played by Argento, and ex-financier Miles Renberg, played by Michael Madsen, her one-time employer and lover. We learn a lot about their one-time relationship in this scene, especially how he used her to seduce people that he was negotiating with in order to extract pillow talk from a business rival that could be of strategic advantage to him in closing a deal. But that was then. Now, angered by how he was using her like a pawn and feeling degraded, her passion is revenge, at least of the mental kind. She's there to even the score, and she comes packing. And there's no doubt she knows how to use the automatic in her purse. Renberg is lucky she's not out to pull the trigger on him, or it would be all over in a gunshot. She tells him the only reason she's back in his presence is to return his keys. Right. So why is she spreading her legs and touching herself from across the room? Is she trying to seduce him or torment him? And us. Either way, it's working. Breaking her old boss's balls is the agenda. She also wants to make sure she's really over him. Options are being weighed. Finally, Sandra leaves Miles with his keys and his frustration. But these two will have another encounter, one that will feature some S&M and be far more decisive about loyalties in old times. The story moves ahead, and it's Sandra's movements that we follow, almost voyeuristically, like little boys looking through a fence to catch an eyeful of an undressed woman for the first time. Assayas sees to it that she's on screen in almost every frame, with and without clothes, and with every excuse to show off what she's got, which is the primary payoff for you guys who agree with me about Argento's sensual power over us. That done, we soon learn she's currently aligned with Renberg's business rival Lester, played by Carl Ing. A Hong Kong businessman partnered with very jealous Sue, played by Kelly Lynn. Lester is Miles' enemy, and he's been setting Sandra up as a Femme Nikita agent assassin. Lester is Sandra's ticket to her dream of that Beijing nightclub she's got her heart set on. But for now, the plan for her is a hit in Hong Kong, during which she goes through a boarding gate, and it turns into an action betrayal chase that showcases Argento's endurance and athleticism, along with the grit and reality of Hong Kong streets and alleys and the underground crime that flourishes there. But in terms of a story that knows where it's going and how to engage us with a sympathetic character or two, there's a sense of incompletion in the writing, and what we get by way of a hook is mostly Argento's willingness to show skin and her character's wild abandon. Not that these aren't very compelling arguments for the lucrative young male demographic to go see the movie, or the entire male audience for that matter. Did you ever want to like a movie and wish it were better so that you could? This noir thriller was that movie for me in 2007, and it was only March when it came out. On the other hand, you could say that any sighting of Ms. Argento showing off her thighs and other physical attributes can be a stunning moment. What she proves here is that she can make a weak script undeservedly fascinating and engrossing. After Boarding Gate, she went on to star in the similarly enticing The Last Mistress. If all that makes this seem like my personal homage to Argento's beauty, you can bet on it. Il mio cuore batte. Viva Asia!